Hello! Welcome to another Marketing Corner conversation here in Amazon Live, but also on LinkedIn, on Facebook, on YouTube, on Twitter, and who knows where else. Welcome, everyone. Let me know how are you today. Here I'm talking about things related to marketing. That's why I made this. I came up with this title, and so I like to talk about marketing books. Maybe sometimes I will talk specifically in marketing. Also, today is to talk about creativity books because there's this misconception about creativity. Some people think, oh my God, I'm not creative. I was not born creative. But before that, don't forget also, if you are watching me on Amazon, please let just hit that follow button, okay? Because if you're on the desktop, it should be right there, kind of. And if you are watching on the cell phone, it should be down there, okay? So don't forget to hit the follow button so you can be notified when next time I will be online. And by the way, if you are watching me, just let me know where are you located and also on which platform you are watching. If you are watching on Amazon Live, please just say hello. Don't be shy because I won't bite you, okay? And let me know if you are watching on LinkedIn, on Facebook, whatever. And if you are watching on other platforms that not Amazon, please join Amazon Live because it's so cool. You have the link on the in the comment section. I'm gonna share it with you again. Let me bring this to the conversation. Okay. There you go. Join me. Let's see. Hello, Fernando. So good to have you here. Okay, so let me up. Okay. So, who wants to join me on Amazon? And please be my guest and join me on Amazon Live. You had there the link to join me. Be my guest. Okay. So today we're gonna talk about. Okay, today it's time to talk a little bit about creativity books, but also we can talk about something else if you want. Just please just let me know. Send your questions, your doubts, wherever to the chat so we can engage with a very good conversation. Hello, Chris. Good to have you here. A good hug to Belgium. So let me start with the first book. Okay, let me see where it is. And by the way, if you are there, please just let me know which is your favorite book. Share it in comments so we can talk a little bit about this. Okay. Where it is. Okay, I'm gonna start with this amazing book, which I have. Okay, it's by Hugh MacLeod, Ignore Everybody, and 39 Other Keys to Creativity. First of all, I love the because he's also, I don't know, an artist. Okay, he has amazing illustrations on the book. I won't show lots of them. Okay, he has amazing illustrations, and he brings here good ideas about how to become creative. Because again, some people think too much. Okay, I'm not creative. I was not born creative. I don't know how to be creative. Creativity is for artists, for I don't know, for football players or sporting people. And it's not the point. Okay, you can become creative. It's a matter of practice, of training, of studying how to become creative. So you can be creative. And the good thing about this book is somehow these illustrations he has. can release you and can help you to become more creative because they are kind of crazy, So it's something in deep of this creative thing to be a little bit okay out of the box. And I don't know, by the way, talking about out of the box, don't forget every Friday me and Ryan Swanstrom, we are making our shows out of the box here, also here on Amazon Live. Okay, so feel free to join you. Yeah, absolutely, Fernando. It's living outside the box. Well, sometimes it's good to go inside the box. For instance, it's good to ask some books on Amazon Live and then ask them to bring to inside the box, and so they can get our home. Or you can also order in Kindle. Also, okay, let me share the screen to see what are people saying about this amazing book by Hugh MacLeod. Okay, let me bring the screen share. Okay, there you go. Ho ho. Okay, it's very good price. Okay, as you may see, he has a good rating. Okay, there you go. This illustrations is are the one of the most amazing things and why I like this book. And you see, do you have a life? No, I have an Amazon sales rank, which is good. Okay, okay. Hugh is a cartoonist and he does lots of, and he has another books which I have also. I have this one here. Okay, Evil Plans, which you can. I think it's if you go to my store, you can find this book there also on a list. Creativity books. If you go to my store, let me share my store here. Oops, 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 oops. I don't want to show this. Okay, 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 okay. There you go. Let me share this on Amazon chat. Hello, David. How are you, my friend? Good to see you here. Well, for those of you who are watching us on Amazon Live, those persons with the small, tiny blue circle are also Amazon creators. Please, David, share in the chat your Amazon Live store so people can follow you as well. Let me know also when it will be your next broadcast so people can also follow you and catch your amazing live stream. But David, it's an amazing live streamer from Sarnia. Let me see. I think it's the way to Canada. He's a live streamer for a long, long time ago, and he knows a lot about the topic. So please follow David so you can join him in his live shows. Are you planning? Yeah, for perfect. Just let us know if you have in mind when it will be the next show and the topic so people can join you. David, I'm pleased to share. Okay, perfect, perfect, perfect. I look forward to take a look at your show. Perfect, David. Good to have you here. So let's go to the next book. Okay. Well, we have here Mr. Christoph Trapp, which is, by the way, another content creator, another live streamer on Amazon Live. And this, okay, you're welcome, David. And we are seeing here, Chris, I have bought Hug Your Haters from J Bear on Kindle to answer creatively and effectively some ugly comments from our Facebook group trolls. A fantastic tip from Owen. Okay, I don't know if I have that book here, but I have that book. I don't know if he's on the list. Maybe. Okay, let me see. But I have it for sure somewhere on my store. It is. Well, I think I don't have it on my list, but it is. And by the way, Chris, stay there because in a moment I will talk about another book which is very, very good to understand and to overcome these situations caused by other people, which may affect us, but which we can't control. Okay, so stay tuned because I will talk about this book in a moment. Okay, so stay there. So we have this book from Christoph Trapp, another amazing live creator here on Amazon. And this is good because one of the good things I like about creativity and which people, it's I think it's another misconception about being creative. It's people think that creative people are crazy, they are very chaotic, but in the opposite. Mostly creative people are very, very organized somehow on their way, of course, but there's a process that it should be a process like, okay, we have this problem, we have some ideas, we have to understand which one is better, and then let's implement. Okay, so it's good to have organization and also to have a workflow for almost everything, even though sometimes we can be a little bit messy. So this book about Christoph, it's good because it shows also, and this is important also, you won't become more creative, you won't become creative if you don't work, if you don't put your hands and start doing things. I talk by myself. The first times made my live shows or even recorded my videos, I was awful, everything was awful. And it was since I started to make things, to implement, to test, to then look at them and see, okay, I made this good, I made this not so good, so I need to improve this. I could make, and let's see what other people are doing, and let's see what I can replicate to me, or what I can bring different. So that's how I think you can become more creative, and I think this is kind of snowball effect. Okay, so if you look to the book from Christoph, is a good way for you to become also more creative. And this is a more business book, which is also important. Okay, so let's talk about. Oh, and this book is from another amazing person, which was my guest not so long ago. It's our amazing Mark Schaefer's book, Marketing Rebellion, which also talks about the importance of kind of giving up of this marketing approach of, how can I say it, being sneaking everywhere, being very intrusive. And he brings the book in a creative way. He talks about some island where people live and they don't want to be bothered by publicity, by uh, intrusive marketing, by exhaustive marketing. So I recommend for you, if you are willing to bring creativity to your marketing and to your business, I think you should also pick this book because usually, and again, we see people talking about marketing in a very mechanical way. Okay, and it's very hard to be creative if you are mechanical. It's, I think, for me, I think it's easier to become more creative if you are more human, if you allow yourself, for instance, to listen to others, which is also something important. If you look at the others, if you have this uh, approach like, okay, it's about you, it's not about me, like a business owner, I want to bring you something because, yeah, I should push, push, push. No, I think it's more look, 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 understand, listen. And so that's why I love so much this book from Mark Schaefer, and I recommend for you also if you want to become more creative with your business. And talking about creativity, there's something I need to ask for you. If you are just watching me, please do this, okay? Okay, because it's true, you know. There's this, okay, it's kind of here, okay, that way, so you can listen to what I'm saying, please. Okay, so let's bring another book, and it's another book from Mr. Mark Schaefer. Okay, and this book is about random situations which lead us to amazing things on life. And I will talk about this book also in a moment. There was this, I don't know if you saw this Kung Fu Panda movie. I don't have it on my carousel. I should. And if I don't know if you watched the movie, but for those of you who watched the movie, the story kind of starts once the panda flies because of some fireworks he had on his chair, and then he felt in front of the master, who was about to point to another kung fu master, but he pointed to the panda. And then is there where the whole story starts. It was a random event which led the panda to an amazing story. And a fat, lazy panda became the kung fu uh, dragon warrior. Okay, and he beat everyone who stood in front of him. And it's an amazing story, and this book it's kind of about it. And I talk by myself, I wouldn't be here if one day in 2015 I was scrolling my Facebook feed and a friend of mine posted, and a big shout out to Pedro Carames, which is also an Amazon creator. He was sharing something about a new platform. I'm going live here, join me. And then I could, let me see what is this. And then I went to this platform. It was Blab. It's not there anymore. It was on live only for, I don't know, 4 3 5 months, 6, whatever. And then he asked me, I was there, hello. I said hello on the chat. And he said, do you want to join it? I says, yes, I want. And it was, as I like to say, it was love at first live. It was amazing the way I felt there on live streaming. I think you can notice how much I love this. And it was a love at first live, and this brought me amazing things. And now, for instance, I'm here on Amazon Live Broadcasting. I think I'm the only Portuguese doing this, which is for me very very good. Hello, Arnaldo, welcome, my friend. Welcome, welcome. And so this book, this cumulative advantage, is a lot about this. And I think as creative, if you want to become creative, one of the good things, one of the very important things we should do is to be open to new things, be open to try new things, be open to those things which randomly appear on in our front, and we, okay, let me try this. Because sometimes we are very scared, very frightened to try new, or very resistant to try new things. To, okay, no, I made this all the time like this. I don't want to do that way because it's new. I don't know if it works. But sometimes it's when you try new things, when you give yourself a shot, that you can find amazing new things and different things, which are also very important for you to understand. Okay, so that's why I recommend this book. It has amazing stories about people who, by accident, went in a different way, and they succeed because, okay, that's what happened. Okay, so I truly recommend this book from Mark Schaefer, and let's see what else I have. By the way, Arnaldo, if you want to share your favorite books, please use the chat so people can know what you're reading, okay? What you like to read. So let me bring another book to the carousel. Every woman, every man, join the carousel. Okay, this is another. Okay, let me see where I have the book. Maybe here from Richard, Florida. Okay, 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 okay. This is another amazing creator, another person which writes a lot about creativity, but in a different way. Because I think it's another thing we should have in mind. Oh yes, David. Yes, 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 yes. And I hope one day I can have Dom here also to talk about his amazing book and mostly about his amazing journey, about his amazing life. I I need to have him also here because he's such an inspire. Whoa, he's another warrior like the one I mentioned before, but this is a real one. Uh, Dom, I hope that soon I can bring him to the conversation. Well, we have another question, Fernando, asking Marco, which is your opinion, Mark, direct, indirect, or replay? Which one do you think will catch the attention of the consumer? Okay, live for sure. live, live because okay, live it's real time. It's not kind of prepared most of the time. For instance, I didn't know you will come up with this question, so I think live it's very good because also, and I've seen this by experience as a consumer, as someone who's in the audience watching, for instance, a recorded video against a live video. And okay, recorded video could be a nice way. I'm not that kind of people who say, okay, only live video, only this, only that. No, you can use the one who fits better your audience, which fits better your way to communicate, even though I think live stream, live content, it's maybe the best way to do it. Okay, for me it is. And the good point about this, because for instance, if this was a recorded video, I might think you would not ask this question. Okay, I think the good thing, it's more easy to know the person which is in the front of the camera, and how he does interact with you, how the brand resonates with you, how he talks, how he or she, of course, talks, how he or she express themselves, how they answer to you. I think real time it's very, very good. But you can use also the recorded things. It's not a problem. It's I think you can mix both approaches. For instance, you can pick some recorded live videos and slice them and use it as small nuggets. I think it's you can use and blend everything and mix and do these kinds of things. Is something that you should have in mind also if you want to become more creative, is this mixing thing. Okay, so I think you should have that in mind. And also, the good thing about on this side as a creator, and as you, Fernando, as a business owner, the good thing about live is, like we made it now, when we get to questions and when we have a platform which somehow makes interaction more easy, you can get more insights from your audience. Okay, so for instance, this question you just made, maybe if it was a recorded video, I didn't get that question, and now I'm thinking about creating a content about this. Okay, so thank you so much for bringing this the question. Okay, and we have now this comment. Perfect, Fernando. It will be. We have this list from Arnaldo, and thank you so much. Focus from All Rise, Big Podcast, David Hooper, and Think Again, Adam Grant, and all books of Mark Schaefer. Oh, perfect, perfect. Thank you so much, Arnaldo. Well, we will talk. I will take a look about those books. I know All Rise. Okay, I know that specific big podcast book. I've heard about it. So, and Think Again. I have the other book from Adam Grant. I even take. There you go. Okay, but that one, I think it was released not so long ago. I need definitively to take a look at it. And we have this comment. Another truth is predictably. I have that book. I love Dan Ariely. He's amazing. I don't know. I have a book from him. Oh my god. How do I which book is? Let me search it here. Let me share it. It's this one. It's amazing, an amazing book, and which tells a lot about us as human beings. Okay, let me share it in the screen. Okay, let me bring this. Okay, is this book The Honest Truth About Dishonesty? I think this book, Chris, take a look at this book because it is so good. It tells us how in some points, some situations, we are not as honest as we think. Okay, so take a look at this book from Dan Ariely. He's an amazing author. I love the way he put things, and also the because marketing, and it's another good topic. Behavior books about to marketing, because I think it's good to understand how do we behave to become better marketers. So this book is another one you should take a look at. Okay, and so let's see. What else? We have this Richard Florida book. And by the way, okay. Don't forget to follow and unmute. Okay, if you're muted or if I'm muted, you can listen to me. So what I will do is bringing this bubble, okay, because here in the middle you have a round thing and I mute. Okay, please unmute me so you can listen because I'm saying amazing things. Okay, so Richard Florida, and he has two books. Okay, and he talks about two interesting things: the importance of the place to creativity. For instance, if you live in a place which allows people to be more creative, in one hand, this will make you more creative, and the whole environment will be more creative, and also it allows other people from other destinations to come to your place, to come to your city, to uh, apply, to put in practice their creativity. So it's kind of, again, it's a kind of snowball effect, which means, okay, if I, in my city, I generate conditions, I generate a good environment to people become more creative, then within the city people will be more creative, and also this will bring other people who are creative, who like to think outside the box to uh, to join in the city. So this will improve it again, 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 and again, and increase the creativity work. And also, he talks about, and I think it's important to talk about how inclusivity and accepting the difference is important in this. Those cities which are more appealing and more creative usually are more tolerant, and I think this is makes sense because one of the things, and we can talk about this, one of the things about creativity is acceptance, okay? Because if you think, okay, people will call me crazy because I have these different ideas, people won't like my ideas because they are different, they are kind of crazy, or what do they think if I do it differently and I fail? Okay, how do they accept my ideas? It's one of the things, one of the problems we have, and which may lead us to stop when we are talking about creativity. So, if you live in a place where people accept your ideas, it doesn't matter how crazy they could be. If people work, okay, you have a good idea. Let me help you with my insights to make it a better idea. If you work in a place like this, ideas, good ideas will flourish. Okay. And on the other side, on the black side of the thing, if you live in a place where people are very conservative, where those persons which are different are not well seen, where are not well accepted, idea, it's very, very hard to generate good ideas. It's very, very hard to be creative. It's very, very hard to become accepted. So it's not a good place to develop creativity. It's not a good place to be creative. So it's that's why you should take a look at these books. Let me highlight the other one so you can take a look. Okay, there you go. He's highlighted, hopefully. Okay, let me see. By the way, I'm gonna ask you, those of you who are watching at me, in your opinion, being creative is something, it's a gift, it's a talent, it's a skill you can develop, and you can also say to me some examples of creative people for you, okay? Salvador Dali, Leonardo da Vinci, whatever, okay? Share in the chat some creative people you know, and your opinion. Is creativity a skill, a gift, a talent, whatever, okay? Let me know your guests, your thoughts on this. Okay, we talk about this book. Let me see what else I have here. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-bum. Oh, this is very good also. This book is, let me bring it to the screen. This one for me, it's an obligation. Oh, I brought the French edition. Oh my god. Oh my god. Let me let me put the English version. Oh my god. Shame on me. Shame on me. Shame on me. Okay, let me share the screen so we can take a look at this book. I have it here, but it is the Portuguese version. Okay, let me see where it is. Oh, it's somewhere. Whatever. Okay, this book is from Ed Catmull. Okay, for a long time, Ed Catmull was the, and I think he still being. I think I didn't have news from him for a while, and he was CEO and at Pixar. Pixar was the company who made amazing movies like Toy Story, Cars, Heroes, they were bought by Disney, and then they also implemented those creative processes on Disney about animation and these kind of things. He explains how he manages the creative process, how he manages creative teams so they can, and also another teams which are not supposed to be so creative, but which he has to work with so they can become creatives. I think this rating, it says a lot about the book. Okay. And oh, look, I have another friend here talking here talking about this book. Okay. So you should for sure take a look at it. Okay. So because it's very good. Also, he talks about this, which I mentioned before, which are these random events that help you and that lead your life to amazing paths, amazing ways, and be open to them. Okay, Chris, most people can learn how to be creative. I think all people can learn to be creative. Okay, so that's why I'm doing this live show, also helping you with these books so you can become more creative, so you can understand you can also be creative. Let me see. Okay, let me bring another book. Let me see where I was it. Okay, okay. Oh, now this one is very good. This one is very good. And why? Because it's very practical. Most of and kind of academic. It's for you to have creative ideas. Let me see where it is. There you go. Let me see. Okay. The good thing about this book is that he has exercises for you to become more creative. Okay, it's not just examples. It's not just stories. It's not how you can implement creativity. Which I made. I was creative. I made this. I got that. Blah blah blah. Whatever. Which is important, of course. Okay, I'm not saying it's not important. It is, but this book has creativity games, creativity practices for you to become more creative, creativity exercises. So I think it's a very, very good way to, for instance, he has these tables, okay, for you to come. Okay, where they are. They run away from me. Why do you run away from me? Okay, these are tables which help you to make some exercises. They have here. Look, okay, so it's a very good book. It helps you because, again, as I said before, creativity, being creative is a process. It's not kind of, okay, I'm here and some lightning will hit me and I will get creative ideas, I will become creative. It's not about that. It's a process, and this will help you to establish your process, how you can become more creative, how you can get creative ideas. So I truly recommend to have this book. And also, this author, Edward de Bono, he has another books about this topic, creativity. One is, let me think, Introduction to Lateral Thinking. I think this could be the translation. And also The Six Hats of Thinking. I think it's this. Okay. You can well, if you follow the that link about the book, you will see for sure more books from Edward de Bono. He's an academic, but I think it's also important to understand, to look at these academic approaches to creativity and how we can be more creative doing these exercises, doing these practical things. Okay, this so I truly recommend also this book. And let me see what we have next. Oh, another good book. Okay, let me see. Oh, I have this. It's in Portuguese, okay, and it has some stories from creative people, okay, and how they implement creativity, how they are creative, how they do things. It's it's a very good book for you also because again, creativity is also something which is diverse. It's not okay, there's only one way to be creative, there's only one insight by being creative. It's not the point. You could be creative in so many different ways. You can become creating doing so many different things. So this book, it's a good way for you to understand how different people apply creativity, how they are creative, how they come with creative ideas. So I recommend this book. Well, it's not this version because, well, it could be good to try also to read the Portuguese version of the book. Who knows? I think Ronaldo can make it. Let me know, Ronaldo. Can you make it the Portuguese version of this book? Let me know. So let me see what else we have here in the carousel. Okay. Oh, this is so good. This is so good. The subtle art of not giving something a. Well, this book is by Mark Manson. Let me see if I. Yes. Okay, where is it? Okay. Again, it's a Portuguese version. It's not the English version. But it is very important. And he talks about something which could be very hard for you, for us, if we want to be creative, if we want to be different, if we want to become even more creative, which is looking at others, thinking about what others think about us and everything. So it's good to have this. Oh, to think about this. And Chris, okay, yes, 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 yes. This approach of these six apps are very useful in school. Let me know, Chris. I think Edward de Bono is from Belgium, or am I wrong? Let me check. Maybe I dream about it, but I think he's from Belgium. Oh, from Malta. Okay, sorry. But I think there's someone. See, I thought there was some thought person which were from Belgium. Well, maybe I'm wrong. I'm getting old. Okay, but I think for all of you who want to become more creative, this book, The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Something, it's an amazing book. He tells us um, what these traps we usually fall in about life, about things, and so it's good. And I got to share a story with you because it happened, okay, and it was a long time ago. I finished when finished my studies, my grade. I was 30. It was very hard for me because I was an awful student. And I remember I was 30 years old. I had my grades were very, very, very low. I graduate with 12 in 20, so it's not a good grade. And I was talking a table dinner with my father, and he told me, "Look, my son, what you're gonna do? You're 30, which means you're kind of old to start. Your grades are not that good, and you have no experience in your field." And I answered to him, "Look, I'm gonna kill myself because those three things you mentioned, I can't change any of them because I can't be younger. I can't have better grades because otherwise I have to make my graduation again, and I can't just buy experience. Experience is something you have or not. But look, I have something that I'm pretty sure I'm gonna work hard. I'm gonna make it different." So that's why I love this kind of crazy books, which has a completely different approach, a completely different uh, way to see things. Because sometimes people are very polited, very political correct, and sometimes being polite, being the political correct, is not the right way to do things. Okay, so it's good to take a look at this book and to see how to face things, how to be different, how to overcome our mistakes, our failures. So that's why I recommend this book. And the next one in the list is, let me see. Oh, this one is so crazy. Oh my God. Uh, Shits. Oh, okay. I couldn't say this. Sorry. Things my dad says. This is a book from Justin Alper. Let me just double check because sometimes, yes, Justin Alper. And this book started with a blog, like lots of books. It started with a blog, and where Justin wrote things that his dad said. Okay, and his dad was an amazing guy. He was, I think, he was an university teacher, and it's that kind of person who the things he thinks, the things he says. So even though they may be crazy, even though they be kind of unpolite, if they are not political correct, her parent said them. So it's again another way to understand. And for me, humor, it's one of the most amazing expressions of creativity. If you want, for instance, if you want to become more creative, you can go to YouTube, and it's free, and watch stand-up comedy, those comedians, uh, crazy small funny videos, because creativity, it's very important in humor. Okay, and also by watching humor things, you can become more creative, because this will somehow uh, remove some barriers. Because, oh, I won't do that because it's crazy. Oh no, I won't be. No, but you could, because nobody will get killed by you because you did that. Okay, so try new things. And humor, for me, it's very important to make. So take a look at this book. Look how crazy Justin Dad is. Look how funny this is. And maybe this could bring some ideas for you, stories you lived, things you said, things you saw, and start writing them down and see how they can help you to become more creative. Okay, so let's see what else. Oh my God, another one. Okay, I have the Portuguese version. Okay, this book, and I think by having Jerry Seinfeld writing the foreword, it says a lot about the book. Okay, this was a crazy person in a good way. Okay, who sent letters, crazy letters, to random destinations, to random people, to random companies, telling about something related to the company, but which had no sense at all. Okay, like complaining to M&Ms about the color of the, the candies, or crazy things like this. I think it's, again, and I reinforce the idea of humor on the creativity process, on creative process. Hello. Hello, Howard, good to have you here, my friend, a new insider on Amazon Live. So please welcome, Howard. For those of you who are watching me now, not now, okay, just at the end of the show, please, Howard, share your store here in the chat, okay? So, those of you who are watching now, at the end of my show, not before the end, okay? Don't leave me alone, please. At the end of the show, follow, please. Howard put the link to your store in chat so people can follow for you to become a list soon. Because Howard, as I mentioned before, he has that tiny blue circle. Uh, it means that he is also an Amazon creator. So please follow him. He will be making nice shows. Uh, are you making more shows about Walking Dead, Howard? Well, Chris, yes, making new jokes is very creative. Tell a story and give it an unexpected end. Absolutely, absolutely. And so I recommend, and it's a very, this book is $1.99. I think it's very inexpensive. It's amazing. And this is another book which I recommend. You read this book in, I think I read it, this book in few hours. Whatever you think the opposite. Because one of the main reasons that people are not creative is because we are a little lazy. And so we have one idea and that's it. Okay, it's the first idea I had. It's the most amazing idea, so I will stay here. And the problem is mostly of the times our first idea is taken by lots of people. Just do this. When you have, for instance, you have a business idea, you have a product idea, just Google it and see how many people had that idea just before you. Okay, so it's a good thing. And thank you, Howard. So those of you who are watching, please follow Howard and on his store. Okay, don't forget. And by the way, don't forget to follow me as well. Okay. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. What is here? Okay. Don't forget to follow me, please. Don't forget to follow. Okay. You're welcome, Howard. It's a pleasure, my friend. So about this book, the good thing is we should have this different approach, because otherwise it will be very, oh my god, I forgot the word. It will be very difficult for you to become creative, to bring different ideas, to bring creative ideas, if you felt in the first idea you have. Okay, so you have this great idea, you can write it down in a paper, and a paper still being a good thing for being creative, to exercise creativity. A paper, a pencil, or a pen, whatever. Write it down and then start after idea. Okay, kind of a singular brainstorming. Okay, and you write down one idea and then the next idea underneath, and then another idea, and then another idea, and then another idea. For instance, one of the things you can make is, okay, you have this idea, the next idea you have, it's the opposite of that idea. And one day I saw a movie, and it was with Morgan Freeman, and he was a writer, and he was talking to, I think it was a child, I don't remember. And they he was talking to that person. He was kind of a mentee from him, and he asked, "Look, how do you come with ideas? Which process do you have?" And he said, "Look, come with me." They went to a street, and he asked to that person, "What do you see in this street?" And he said, "Well, I see cars, I see trees, I see some people walking, some people cycling." Yes, okay, perfect. And what you don't see in this street? And oh, I understand your point. One of the good things of to become creative, to instill, to provoke creativity is to think what we could have and we have not. What could be here also? So this book is also about this. Okay, so I truly recommend also, and also Paul Harden has more books. One is not how good you are, is how good you want to be. It's also a very good book, and the good thing is it's very easy to read. It's very, you can read it and get insights from the book in within 1 hour. Okay, and the other one is, I think it's God Explaining on a tracks taxi drive or something. It's kind of, but you just have to follow the link, and then you will catch for sure the other books from Paul Arden. And the next one is, oh, okay. This one for me, it's kind of, Chris, are you there? Let me know, Chris, if you are there, please, because this book, it's the one I mentioned before to you. Please, Chris, let me know you are there. Thank you so much, Howard. Well, I'm going to talk about this book because it's one of the most amazing books I read. It's, and by the way, look who's giving here. Okay, let me see if I can focus this. Ta-da-da-da, ta-da, ta-da-da, ta-da. Aha, aha, aha. Look who's recommending the book. Look, Chris, look. This book is from a guy, and you can, if you go to YouTube or to TED.com, if you write down Jia Jiang, you will understand the story of this man. He faced two situations. Okay, I'm not that focused. Let me focus a little bit better because you have to enjoy my beauty. So this guy faced two situations of rejection. The first one was in, I think, in elementary school, and then it was when he he submitted to a funding judge or judgment or something, and he was to fund his startup, and he didn't make it. So he came up with 100 days of rejection, which was kind of okay. During 100 days, I will put myself in situations which the most common thing I will get is a no, a rejection. And so he started first, and I think it's also again important when we are talking about creativity. How do we face the rejections? Because, as I said before, some ideas at the beginning are rejected, are seen as crazy ideas. So you should have this in mind. And also, the first thing he made was, okay, how can I overcome this bad feeling of rejection? Because It's very bad to feel rejected. We don't like, for instance, when you leave my show, I feel rejected. It's awful to me. It's awful. If you don't follow me, I feel rejected. It's awful to me. So, one thing was, okay, how do I overcome this no? How do I understand that this is something normal and it won't kill me? And then also, he thought, okay, I get it, I gotta know, but how can I, for instance, okay, do you want to do this? And the person say, for instance, do you want to buy me this iPhone? And the person in front of me, no, I don't. And so I can ask you, but why you don't want to buy this iPhone? And then the person starts saying, okay, I don't buy because this, and this. And then you get understanding why they are saying no, which can help you the next time to approach them in a different way with a different thing. So he can say yes. And the other thing he also made was, okay, you don't want, and I understand, but do you know someone who may be interested in this? And then he came up with new things. For instance, he got referrals and this kind of things. And the other thing that he talks about, and it comes again to what we are living now, because we are living in a results society, which could be good or not. But the question is, and he mentions sometimes the result doesn't depend on us. Okay, the process may depends. Lots of the process, the responsibility of the process, most of the times it's our, but the result is not. So instead of giving too much value, too much importance to the end result, please give importance to the process. What you achieved, what you made, what you learned, how effort you put it on the thing, and give value to that. Because sometimes the end result is not your responsibility, it's not your fault. Okay, it's other people's choice. They may choose another thing, they can say no to you, and maybe the problem is not you, maybe whatever. But if you made something good, if you learned something good, if you made the best you can did, I think it's always a thing you should have in mind. It was a good job. Okay, so that's what he talks in the book. So let's go to the next one, which is okay. These are very deep books from. I can't spell the name of this because let me see. Let me see if I can say it because okay, is Mihaly Csikszentmihalyi. Maybe it's like this or not. Who knows? Well, this professor, he's one of the most important academics in the creativity field. Those books are very in depth, very, how can I say it, very important. They can teach you a lot about creativity, about how important it is to be creative, how you can be more creative, and on and on and on. I think, what can I say? I think if you want to become more creative, you should have these books and read them, okay? Because this creative process, he talks so well about the creative process, about how you should do this, how important it is to, for instance, how important it is to keep the flow, to keep the right mood to be creative, and all of this. Yes, I'm reading this book, Chris. I'm reading this book. I'm ending the part of the bank. The bank hosts. So very good, very good. And that's it. I think I I finish my recommendations with these amazing books from the and this one, the creativity flow, and okay, the psychology of discovery. He has I don't know if I have in the book. No, it's in my room, but he gives examples. He interviewed some amazing persons about this creative thing. Again, I think one of the good things about the books I brought today, and I wanted to have this to you, to share with you, is how different people apply and approach and made things, which results they have, which business they had, which context they applied, and they were creative, and they are creative, and they are getting results from creativity. Also bring you some ways, some exercises, some process to become more creative. And this humor books, because for me, I could bring, and I have it, some books from Monty Python, which are also amazing creative people. But I think you have some ideas, some tools to become more creative, to understand how creativity works, how you can be it, how people are doing this. So I hope this could be helpful. Just let me know in comments your ideas. Don't forget, by the way, don't forget to, where is it? Okay, 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 okay. There you go. Don't forget to follow me, please. Otherwise, I will cry. Don't forget to follow. Stay tuned, because tomorrow I will be back here in Amazon at 2 p.m. GMT plus one, which is London and Lisbon time zone. I think this could be, let me see, 9 a.m. Eastern time. Okay, so stay tuned, because I will be back to talk about tomorrow. It will be with a good friend of mine, Tony Navarro, which is in Manchester, but he's Spanish. We will be talking about our marketing toolbox. We'll be talking also again about books. So if you want to talk about, to learn more about books, please stay tuned tomorrow. Okay. I really appreciate the time you spent with me. It was a pleasure to have you on my show. Thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of the day, and we will see you tomorrow. Bye bye.